Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Conflict Resolving channel. I'm Dr. Adler Lodzinski. Today's topic is, what are some surefire signs that your relationship is improving, at least from a conflict resolution perspective? Well, I have some thoughts on that. And let's start off with three. FID. What does that mean? Well, fewer conflicts, less intense conflicts, and conflicts that don't damage your relationship as much as they did. Now, FID doesn't sound like a great acronym, but it might help you remember what I'm getting at here. So first and foremost, you want to see fewer conflicts. You want over time. And when a conflict does arise, it's a really good sign if, well, frankly, the conflicts that arise are just less intense and they don't last as long and they're nowhere near as damaging to the relationship as they once were. Some other signs worth mentioning. First of all, you catch yourselves whenever you're falling into a pattern that you used to fall into. Now, all relationships have patterns. We develop patterns of interaction. We develop all kinds of ways of interacting with one another in the form of, well, what's basically a pattern. And conflict is no exception. We, in fact, often fall into patterns around conflict just because, well, partly they're familiar, partly we haven't learned how to get out of the pattern, and also, frankly, they've kind of served a purpose. But sometimes these patterns are not helpful. And if you find yourself catching yourself falling into an old pattern and saying, hey, we used to do this all the time. We used to fight like this. Let's not fight like this anymore. That's a great sign. Okay. Now, another thing, if you bounce back from a conflict, in other words, not only is it, less frequent, it's less intense, it's less damaging, but if you actually kind of bounce back from the conflict and recover from it, if you will, and actually end up in a better place than you were before, that's a great sign. Another sign, you're not arguing, you're not having conflicts over the same thing over and over and over again. Now, often when you are in that kind of a pattern or situation where you're arguing time and time and time again over the same thing, then there's quite likely a conflict below or beneath that conflict. And we will talk about that in another video. Another surefire sign is that not only are you getting better and better at resolving the conflicts you have between you and your partner, for example, but that carries over to better and better conflict resolution with other people who are close to you. So that's kind of a bonus, actually. And it's one that a lot of people experience. Now, the last thing, by no means the least important, but one that's worth mentioning, is that you're happier. You're happier and you feel better about the relationship. You both feel better about your relationship in the ways that matter the most to you, both of you. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you like the video, please like it. If you found it helpful, share it. If you haven't subscribed yet, well, you know what to do. Anyways, I greatly appreciate it. And of course, I really just plain and simply appreciate the fact that you're watching this video, that you watch this video. And I really do hope it's helpful to you. Last but not least, if you want to check out a few things about my book, it's in the bio and stuff below. So until next time, take care and all the best.